Hey ladies, welcome back to my channel. So I thought I would put together a little series for you, like little master classes, because you know that I'm live on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube, on my Nikol Beauty app, on my Nikol Beauty website, on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook. And that's really my longer master classes. They're 2-hour classes, but I thought we could do a little series. I'm going to do 4 videos for you. And they're all going to be like these little hacks, like more digestible for you if you're looking to figure out how to put on your concealer or not have your makeup fall into your fine lines and wrinkles. So this is the lineup that you're going to see. The first one is going to be the viral concealer hack, but for real skin over 40. That's what we're going to be talking about today. Then I'm going to follow it up with mature eyes, the eyeliner trick that works every time. Then we're going to go into the secret to makeup that doesn't settle into wrinkles. That's been a huge one you've asked me about multiple different times. And I see it a lot on my lives in the comments. And then we're going to finish up the series with the 10-minute face that looks like you tried harder. I'm always showing you ways to make it look like you're wearing more makeup, but natural and radiant, but taking less time. So I thought this would be a really great way that we could do a little mini series. I'm going to put it on a playlist on my YouTube channel and you can always refer back to it. So are you ready? Let's get this beauty started. So if you're new here, my name's Nikol Johnson. I am a licensed esthetician, a professional makeup artist, and I am always trying to help women over 40, 50, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s feel confident with their makeup application, feel confident with the makeup that they've chosen, and making sure that you are doing the techniques right. Again, it's about practice, it's about techniques, it's about placement. So when it comes to concealer, I think this is one of our biggest issues, is really brightening up the eye area, making it look beautiful, but not looking cakey, not creasing. It all has to do with your prep. So let me put my hair back so it doesn't get in the makeup. I'm going to show you really some of the mistakes that I see, because there's a lot of information online when it comes to TikTok and Instagram and short content showing you the right ways. And then the next video you see contradicts what you just learned. So I want to make it a little bit more simple for you. So we're going to just take a generic product just like this. And what I see is that we have big doe foots that we're basically there's a couple different things that you can do. First of all, you'll notice that I haven't prepped the eyes. That's mistake number 1. I haven't put on a moisturizer. I haven't addressed any of the issues that I have with my skin, because your skin is your canvas. It doesn't matter what makeup you're putting on, how fabulous it is. If you're not prepping your skin properly, especially underneath the eyes, you cannot expect a flawless finish. So you have a big doe foot, right? You have this is what really happens where you're over dispensing the product. So if you went just like the dots, look how much makeup you have. Then if you do, and this can be right for you, you could be doing a triangle and you fill it in. And what happens is that you have too much product. There's just way too much product. It's the wrong formulation. It could be matte. This is where you're going to get that cakiness. This is where it's going to show all of the texture in your skin, because it's the wrong formula for your skin. Now, how do you figure that out? You have to do trial and error. You have to figure out what's going to work for your skin. I would say look for more creamy formulations. You don't want a liquidy, runny formulation. You don't want a matte, thick formulation for a concealer. So this is where you're going to run into problems, because when you start trying to work this in to the skin, you're going to see that it's going to really give you a lot of texture. So this is a problem. Too much product now, where is it going? So it's going to go up towards those lashes. You're going to get a lot of product underneath the lashes, and that's where you're going to get a lot of creasing. So you have to be strategic. You have to prep the skin properly. I'm going to take my Almay pad, the biodegradable ones that are oil-free, and I'm going to take this off, because this is exactly why I think a lot of you get frustrated. You're expecting your concealer to do miracles, not prepping the skin, and not using a color corrector. For mature eyes, a color corrector, I feel, is an invaluable. It's an invaluable step that is going to be a huge game changer, which means you're going to put on less makeup, less concealer. Now that we have off the wrong product that would not be working for a woman over 40, 50, 60, 70, and beyond, we're going to use, Clarins just recently sent me their Total Eye Lift, but it has a retinol-like technology. So I'm going to prep my eyes. I find that this is really nice. It's like the one that they had before. I'm sure they have a little process on how they apply it, but I'm going to apply it underneath my eyes. And the eye cream is a really important step. If you are applying a very thick eye cream that doesn't absorb into the skin, you're going to get a lot of slip and slide. You're going to feel like your product isn't working because you're going to see separation. So again, formula is going to be a very important aspect to having beautiful concealer. The eye cream is completely absorbed in my skin. It gives it a really nice feeling, not greasy, not where it feels like I didn't hydrate my eyes at all either. Now, I'm going to start with my Just Peachy. This is a color corrector for this darkness in here, the blues, the greens that I'm seeing. If you have darker skin, you would want to go with a deeper color, more towards an orange than a peach color. So it really will lift those reds and those purples. So I have my Just Peachy here. It is in a little barrel. You just turn it on the bottom and it comes up like a little pen. And what I'm going to do is, you can see all of that darkness that's in here. I'm going to go straight up in here. So there's no rules with this. I follow along where I have the pigmentation. So I like to not get too close to the lashes like I had said, because I'm going to move that product up. If I start out with too much underneath here, there's nowhere for it to go and then it gathers. So I want to be very strategic. This is really where you can see I have that darkness. Again, I had a little blemish up here. I'm going to just cancel it out just like that. My concealer does not have to work that hard. If I did not do this step, then all those blues, the grays, that kind of post-inflammation will come through my concealer. It's frustrating. It almost turns like a muddy color. So this is the way that you're going to see a lot of success with your under eyes looking nice and bright. I'm going to take my concealer brush and I'm going to work this product in. I designed this concealer brush so it is basically pressing the product into the skin. It's not sweeping it or absorbing too much of the product. This color corrector has shea butter in it, so it's going to be nice and smooth on the skin if you have prepped your skin properly. If you go to a dry, dehydrated skin, this is going to skip and feel uncomfortable. You have to hydrate and moisturize the under eye area. So you can see that I'm getting just enough. I have just enough going up underneath my lash line, not too much of a product. If I have a little extra, I can bring it up around my nose here and just down, tapering it out. But you can see it brightens my under eye. This is your hack to really be able to brighten the skin before you put on your concealer, so you don't have to put on as much. Going up, doing the same thing on this side. I have worked in the Just Peachy perfectly. This really does highlight how pigmented my eyelids are. You know, my quick fix for that is my eye primer, but we're concentrating on the concealer hack today. I have developed a really beautiful concealer for you. It's a creamy concealer. We have fair, light, and medium. I tend to use light, but sometimes I will use fair depending on what's going on underneath my eyes. It's living tissue. It changes every single day. Some days I'm like, wow, I don't think I slept very well and it seems to be darker. Some days I can get away with Just Peachy and this is all I need, and then I'm going to set it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my creamy concealer. This has hyaluronic acid in it. It's really nice. It is a light concealer, but it's not liquidy. So it's not too watery and it's not too thick. It's not a matte. This is going to move with your skin. And you can see this demonstrated on different skin on my YouTube channel for Fierce Aging. It's a series I have where I show women over 40. I have shown women in every single decade, even a woman 101. This is a beautiful concealer that will not be cakey and make you look like you're trying to mask your under eyes. So I also created the wand to be a dome. So all of the product is held at the very tip. You can see this on our website where I show you the top here and all of the product that sits here, because I wanted you to be able to be specific where you're applying this. It's not a big doe foot like I just showed you where you're over dispensing the product. It's frustrating. You have to work it in, take it off. It's just too much. Even if you do too, you have like these big stamps on your face. I don't feel like mature women need to have that, especially working with a color corrector. So what I like to do is, if I don't feel like, maybe this eye needs a little bit more, but I don't feel like I want to do a big hole to do with the concealer. I want it to conceal also brighten, but I already have this beautiful brightening now. So I'm going to just go maybe 2 little dots right there, and then I'll come out where I see this little vein here, and then I'm going to work it in. Maybe on the other eye, I might have, I'm going to show you a little technique that I do sometimes. I'll just hit that little blemish there. I'll come here. I'm going to go just like this. So if you have that hard line, right? So you have like a little puff or a little bag, and then you have that deeper line that's colored. You're wanting to be able to precisely put the concealer in that line. It's going to lift that line out, that darkness, that where you feel like it's like a little trough. This is what I like to do. So this is light. I'm going to take fair and I go in between. So I'm getting the best of both worlds, just like this. And then I blend it together. So I have just enough control. I'm now using a lighter color that is right for me. So it's going to lift a little bit more. So I could actually do maybe right here with the fair. And then I take my concealer brush, and you notice I didn't go right underneath because it's going to move. So I'm going to go right here, working this in, and you're going to see it brighten beautifully. This is a really nice formulation, again, that I really spent a lot of time because it had to be perfect. Mature skin is challenging. It's not the easiest. If you used that big doe foot on your face and you're 22, it's a totally different story. It looks amazing on all these videos. These women or these girls are a lot younger. So we have to be more precise, and we really have to be very focused in on what we're doing to get that really beautiful, radiant outlook. So you're going to see, I'm going to just do the same thing over here, pressing it in. Now these two colors mix together beautifully. I'm just staying in this one little area. Then I'm going to bring it up just a little bit in that inner corner. You're going to see a little bit more brightness because I use more of that fair. You can see it. You can see going over my eyes. Now, I do not recommend using my concealer for your eye primer. I will show you that in 1 minute because we are around the eyes. And I think it's important because I brightened so much underneath and then I have so much pigmentation on top. So the way you're going to set this, I have to set mine because it is a creamy product, and I have color corrector on first, and then I have on my beautiful concealer. I'm going to take our brightening powder. This is our Nikita Banana. It's talc-free, gluten-free, very, very lightweight. It's not a heavy powder. And then I'm going to take my eyeshadow blending brush and I'm going to just roll it into the product. I'm going to get just enough, and then I'm going to just sweep underneath just like this. So I am setting exactly where I put this. It's not giving it cakey. It's not giving it like this really dull matte. It's just beautifully setting it so it's not going to crease. I call it the soft set. That's what I do for my ladies. You'll see it again on my Fierce Aging. So you can see, I mean, this is really quite that brightening underneath the eye. I don't have anything else on my skin, nothing on my eyes. You can see that beautiful brightness that I'm bringing into my eye, which is why I want to show you. This is about concealing, or your concealer and brightening the hack, but this is your ultimate hack for getting that brightness on your lid. This is my eye primer. It is a product that I cannot live without. I've been using it for over 16 years now. I was very specific when I formulated this product. It had to be a certain consistency, a certain weight. And all I do is I tap here. All of my products are fragrance free. Base of the lash going up. So you can see that this is so pigmented, especially when you have this really beautiful brightness underneath your eye. You have to take away all that pigmentation and set your eyes up for success. This is going to make your eyeshadow last all day. It's going to make your eyeshadow look true. Those colors in the palette are going to look true because now we've just taken away a second color. This is a color. So when you mix it with your other eyeshadows, you're going to get a different color. It's like now you're in your third color when you're only adding one. So you can see the big difference between being primed, taking away pigmentation, and this. So once you do this on your other eye, you have your beautiful Just Peachy, your color corrector brightening up that pigment. And then you have your creamy concealer that's just the right weight for mature skin. And then you prime your eyes. You are so good. You are going to be thrilled when you get this beautiful look, not a lot of effort, the right products working with your skin, not against your skin. So if you like videos like this, short little hacks and tricks that are going to get you to your ultimate makeup look, please subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment below. Does this help you? Do you find that you've changed your routine and you started using a color corrector and you see a big difference? I would love to know in the comments below. And until my next video, I'll see you later.